You're right.
Man. Mm-mm-mm. Boy. And I'm like, it wasn't like, I want to say about a week or two prior that Canadians are all in a hoorah because the health department stated a recommendation about how much alcohol can be consumed for in order to still be healthy enough to be considered healthy.
Mm.
These niggas are in a hoorah, just like this. Raw man, who you can tell me how much I can drink? And who is it? Nigga, it's a recommendation.
Right. It ain't set in stone, nigga.
We just saying, hey, I advise you, but I
Right.
guess you didn't know what the word recommendation means. It means
Right.
advice.
Exactly.
I'm like, dang it, man. And this white person we had talked about last time understands though. Sunshine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she did leave a message too when I sent you the video. I meant to say that earlier, but again, we already got enough white in the show with all this,
Enough
with them
mayo,
coming
as
up with
Charlemagne would say.
with them coming up with freaking dead bodies and
Right. Dead bodies from COVID.
yeah, actually it's I don't know if it's a white person, but it was a doctor in Japan who was on note to say realized them dead bodies were still having Rona. So
Mm.
again, white person who might have heard you again as the mean person in this whole scenario of word of life. There you go. I was just joking, okay? Take racism so literally.
Right.
Jeez. Speaking of police officers, I know you heard about them four retarded niggas. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Now,
Them faux
I'm gonna make
black
this.
retarded niggas. Mm-hmm.
My goodness. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how true this
Sound
is
like impudence.
because I stopped after they released the video, which was the BS video footage too that they shown released.
Yeah, I ain't watching.
The incident happened before they released the video footage of what happened. There was no
Mm-hmm.
talks about what happened prior up to anything.
What led up to it?
Yeah, what led up to the traffic stop? Why was it a traffic stop? Nothing prior
Mm-hmm.
about any of that. It's just a out of the blue traffic story,
Mm.
routine traffic story on top of that.
Mm. Routine. I mean, they routinely be on bullshit.
Exactly. 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 Speaking of that red car, off track here, got pulled over last the other night because of a an out tail light. I mean
Mm-hmm.
an out headlight.
Headlight. Okay.
It still had lights on both sides of the car, so you can tell it's a car and not a bike.
They had the yellow one on that one side.
Yes, the
Yeah.
main light was out, so you can still tell if you got again enough common enough sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's a car and not a bike.
Right.
Now that being said, I don't even care about that either because what I mainly want to talk about is that what's the point of pulling over somebody with a busted headlight? Even if that is a legit reason that you using to pull me over, like, dude, seriously, is it nothing on the radio that you can be stopping right now versus to
Right.
harass somebody with a light missing off a car, off a vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's nothing of significant of anything of that sort is significant for pulling over. But the fact that they made driving a privilege gives them the right to say your car has to be street legal. Nigga.
Street legal.
Nothing on the radio that you can be stopping right now.
Right. A murder, a robbery, breaking and entering, grand larceny.
somebody domestic who's about to bust somebody's headlight that you can probably prevent from happening.
Right. Right.
You know?
Definitely.
I just don't
Definitely.
see anything. Yeah, I just don't see anything of that sort is significant enough to pull over somebody to say, "Hey, you know you got a busted tail light. You think I only see one side of the light that's in front of my car? You think I don't see that the other side is dark?"
Right. Right.
Mm, what a coincidence! I didn't know that. So you don't have to tell me to do that, and
Right.
especially when you already have all my information before you get out the car to tell me all this stuff, and to still ask for my license and register and all this stuff. You already know the car's registered. You already know if it's insured or not. You already know who's behind the wheel, most likely.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, that part is iffy, but I get,
Well, that's why I said most likely.
right, right. Because if somebody stole your shit, then it wouldn't be you. But yeah,
Exactly.
right. But yeah,
But
yeah, they be on some
back to
bullshit.
these, yeah, just BS, no reason whatsoever. But back to these four retarded niggas who beat the man, who committed manslaughter, and which led to death.
Hmm.
No evidence. I mean, nothing about stated about prior to the
Well,
traffic
that
stop. And
is
they,
that. Yeah,
huh?
manslaughter.
Now, manslaughter is beating near death.
Huh?
Manslaughter is beating near death. Like the person is still alive when they should be dead. That's
That's what
manslaughter.
manslaughter is.
Yup. It sounds like you
What?
need to be deaf. I told you,
No,
man.
no, 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 no,
Retarded
no.
English stuff. Look it up.
I thought manslaughter was
You beat
a
somebody to death.
degree of murder.
No, as far as I know, it's only 2 degrees of murder
No.
one and murder two. Murder that was intentionally that you meant to do, and murder that you didn't mean to do.
Hold up, bro. I gotta look up manslaughter, bro. I thought manslaughter was just a less harsh. Like if yeah, let me see. Hold up.
Manslaughter sound like it need to be both homicides, both versions of the degrees of death. That's what manslaughter sounds like.
Yeah, see the crime of killing a human being without malice, afterthought. You still killing them though. It's murder, but it's not. It's like less intent though.
Oh, well, they must have changed that there. They must have upgraded it or
Oh, because
degraded it.
this is all I ever knew manslaughter was.
Ah,
I ain't
oh,
never heard it to be somebody getting beat near death.
yeah.
Right, but yeah.
When with the time, like it was a long time ago when I read it, man. They didn't change everything.
Oh, okay. They be updating
Yeah, it
shit.
was a
But
change.
yeah,
Yeah, they shoot.
for all my
Shoot,
all my,
a couple was now several, Kev.
right. True. We talked about that. Yeah. And you saying manslaughter used to be specifically beating to death.
Anywhere it goes, like if you shoot somebody, they didn't die.
Almost beating to death.
Inflicting damage to a being, a human, that and they almost died. Like they could have died. That like it was near death. That's
Right.
what it
See,
used to be.
my understanding and a lot of other people's is manslaughter is a degree. Like,
Mm.
okay, we know he killed Buddy, right? The
Mm-hmm.
question is, are we going to charge him with first degree murder or second degree manslaughter? Did he mean to do it intentionally, or was it like self defense or whatever in the heat of the moment? That's my idea of manslaughter, and that's how I've always understood.
Yeah. So basically, murder two is just another name for manslaughter.
Basically, in so many words, it's like a less harsher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If
Yeah.
you on that first degree shit, you probably getting
Mm-hmm.
15 to life. Manslaughter, yeah, you killed them, but you probably getting like
Mm-hmm.
10 to 15 though.
Mm. Kind of
Yeah.
like how white people get murder one and then get it reduced to misdemeanor.
To like a year plus probation, and the year is suspended.
Exactly. As in, you didn't see handwritten notes on video of him handwriting them notes that he's about to commit murder one, and him on video stating, "I, John Wickham, is about to go commit murder one on this particular group of people, and this is my
Right.
note leaving to all the authorities who find this videotape and cannot find the videotape. Here's the note. It will be in the mailbox.
Right. And that it is indeed me who
And
will
it is
commit.
indeed me. Judge order, misdemeanor.
Right, exactly.
Send them home with the tether.
Right. If that.
And you only can go from Detroit to Lansing and back.
Right, right.
That's a lot. That's a lot of crime
Lot,
there. A
lot.
lot of crime. A lot of niggatry can go down in that
Right,
space
right.
of but yeah, going back when they released the video to those four black cops, because it's going to be stated about something about that at the end too. Those four black cops that committed that manslaughter is when they released it. First of all, before they released it, they said it hasn't been released yet. Meaning that they're going to release it. They got to go to work first.
Right,
Editing.
right. Right. Oh yeah, of course.
Now, when they did release it, man, I'm like, this is what y'all choosing to release. It was like 4 or 5 videos or clips, and they were jump skipping, but they wouldn't show the jump skip. What they would do is, in the movie, when a person dies, it goes to that white out screen, like they're going to heaven or something, a white out screen, fade away transition.
Them niggas edited like a damn movie.
When they cut it, when the video would jump skip, to hide the jump skip, it'll white out real fast. They just do a quick white out, like. I'm like, these niggas is editing the freaking video,
like they always do.
So on top of that, the clips that they did show had me thinking. I wish I would have went live with this, but I didn't think about it. Me and my man had a conversation at Myers about this, about my thought that I had before this other piece of news came out, but I don't know if it's a real piece of news or not. I'm just going off what somebody has said, but it matches. It goes with my thought that came out that I talked about prior that piece of news came out, which was one of the videos when they pulled him out of the car, pulled this nigga out the car. You remember in the last scene in Training Day with right before, when they pulled up on Denzel, they boxed him in. What routine traffic stop? If I ran a red light, if I ran a stop sign,
it is not routine to box me in, bro.
Exactly. Why are you boxing me in? One in the front, 2 on the side, probably one in the back too, but that's where they're all coming from, the back, or at least a few of them coming from the back. So I'm like,
this already sounds like first-degree murder, nigga. This ain't no more.
Exactly. I'm like, this nigga straight up ambushed.
Yeah, come on, man.
He got mad. Not that. That's a white word. White will use ambush. He got jumped.
He got jumped. Bro.
He got jumped. When they pulled him out the car, he over here yelling like, what I do? I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. So then they pulled out the tasers, about to whooping on him. Then he broke free somehow. They chased him. Now another video comes up where they beating him, tasing him. Then another video come up where they got him hemmed up from the back. Got his arms behind him. One is holding him from the back. And the other one, they have another cop in the going like this. Hey, you see how I hit that nigga, man? I made that nigga go sleep. I mean, saying words and stuff like that too, man.
Wait, he ain't said it for real.
Yes, they were saying what I just got finished reading that. That wasn't word for word, but those types of dialogue
during the actual situation
on the video. You see how I hit that nigga? You see how I hit that nigga? I made that nigga go, man, he peed in it. I mean, that nigga went night right there. I hit that nigga like,
what?
One of them was like, man, I hit that nigga like 5 times, nigga. You see that?
Oh, them niggas need to go under the jail.
Yes, they were holding his arms behind him, basically like hold him.
But they about to have so much fun with these niggas in jail.
From
You
that
know?
point, from that video, at the end of that video, that was like, you know what? I don't need to see no more. This was personal.